Hi everybody, welcome to tonight's class. This is one of two tonight. We are going to do the hanging basket, is the one that we're working on right now. So you're just going to get all of your chains kind of to the outside. And then you're going to take your Oasis and you're going to fill a sink full of water or a bucket. And you're just going to drop it in. You don't want to push it down because if you push it down, it won't take up water. Only on the outside, not on the inside, so you don't want to do that or it won't drink. So a little bit of care with these. Once we get the Oasis put in it and you've done your arrangement, you're going to fill a little bit of water into the base of it. Once it goes outside, it's going to freeze, which is good, but if the temperature goes up quite a bit, then you're actually going to have to add water to it because it will evaporate on you. But otherwise, it'll stay nice for you into January, which is nice about this project. If you're leaving it inside, if you're hanging it inside, you will have to water it daily. Don't put too much in though because it'll get too heavy, and then you don't want it to fall over or fall down from wherever you've hung it inside. Okay, so we're almost to it being completely wicked. You can see it's going there. Oh, as I'm pouring it all over the table. This is the longest part of the class, is waiting for this to happen. Okay, so now you are going to take your piece of foam out and you're going to push it down into your container. So you're going to like that. Okay, I don't ever add my water till the end because it always pushes out. I got a cloth here because I've got a water mess happening. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna start tonight with our first green, which is our fur, this one. And the pieces are longer and bigger tonight because you want to do a little bit of draping. So this piece is still a little bit too big. So we're just gonna cut that off. You don't want to put it in like that. You want to either take your knife and shave it off or use your finger to take it off and put in a nice clean stem. So we're just going to work our way around the outside. So if you cut your piece in half, you're going to have kind of a piece looking like this. You're just going to clean that off and you're going to use it, put it in the next spot, and you're just going to work your way around. So this one again has the same thing. We're just going to tuck this in around the base of your container. You just work your way around. If you're not going to see the front side of this, and like pieces like that, if you end up with that, just stick them in the middle. If you're not going to see the back side of this arrangement, green it heavier to one side than the other. So you're just going to move all the way around your outside. And then you should have a couple pieces left. And you're just going to float them through the center. And it doesn't have to be perfect, and there is no specific placement of that. Just because you have multiple greens in this one tonight, so you don't need to be too particular of where you put them. Okay. So then we are going to move into our pine. I can hardly see you tonight. Your pine. So if you have pieces like this, where it's kind of rooted, I like to leave that attached like that and just cut your stem down. These stems are very coarse. So if your husband has wire cutters or tin snips, you might want to use those. So if you have a bigger piece like that, you're just gonna tuck that in the front. And then if you happen to have a piece that looks kind of like this, because the greens are never the same. This one's getting a little bit too bushy for my liking. So I'm gonna cut the center one out off the top, like that, clean it off. that in. Oh, it's going down my shirt. And then we're going to cut this one off a little bit because that one's getting, again, a little bit too much. And clean that one off. And again, you're just going to work your way all the way around the container until you have used all of your pine needles or your pine boughs. Oh, it smells so good. Okay.